Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I just brought a regular book from Dollar Tree, and I've had it for a while. This used to be my Rolodex book. And you know, like I said, I've been watching a lot of Lori Marie Jenkins here lately, so I kind of want to do another book like that. I've done one probably 3 years ago, and I think I got a video on it. And so just show you the pages that I've done thus far. And you know, any of y'all can go back to Lori Marie Jenkins videos and watch hers, but I'll just show you mine right quick. And I made this little heart, and I put it on with Velcro, and it's double-sided, and there's the Velcro, and I stitched it with you know, some twine. And then I done my little beads on here, and these are the little beads that I made, and I think I've done a video on that. But I got to fooling around with my beads the other day and thinking, what am I ever going to do with those? So that just Velcros in, and I like to, you know, I like to make tags. So so then once I got to putting in some of my images, you know, I've been thinking about the antiquarian book that I've been going through, and I'll use those images. And you know, they do have the border around them, but I thought, you know, instead of trying to cut each one of them out, once I put them down in here, just take like this is a gold metallic Sharpie, or take a brown pen, or you know, just a brown marker, and just go around the edges of it. And that's what I did to most of these. Or either you can take your Stabilo and go around them, and you know, just wet your finger with some water and go around them and tone that little edge down. And you know, that seems to work for me. And plus, you know, I was taking my little Posca marker and putting the dots around. So, you know, I'm using up those images. And then I've been taking some of the old jewelry, like a necklace or something that has a lot of charms, been taking it apart. And then, you know, I've been taking my crocodile. But I love the really thick pages like she has. And, you know, I've been like gluing every 3 pages together, plus putting on the underpants. And then I've been putting down some more, say like this here, your 12 by 12 sheets. You can cut it up into squares. And that's basically what I've been doing. And here's another little tag-like thing. And I love how this one turned out. And I don't know how many, you know, coats this has on it, but, you know, I love doing the, you know, you can just take some ochre, water it down, and then, you know, I go maybe with distressed inks, and to get the yellow effect, I take my mustard seed, distressed ink, and go over it to give it that sepia look. And, I think this one has a tag in the top, which, you know, this came out of the either What Women Want or Somerset. Oh, it says Somerset right there at the bottom. And then I just painted the back black, and I happen to have this here ribbon, probably came off of some something I had bought, because I'm always saving stuff like that. And then I had the 3 pages, I put like 3 pages and 3 pages and stuck them together, but I had put an envelope inside and folded it, so you know, it would make it easier to get this in and out of. So there's an envelope in the middle there, so it won't be scraping against the rough pages, and it would go in and out pretty easy. And so this one here is a little more colorful than the other. And I also have one here But on this one, you know, everyone puts like the flat pocket here, and you can't ever get anything out of it. But this one here, I made like a fold on the side. You know, say like your folders that has that fold. And I'll have to show you all how I did that. Let me grab a sheet of paper. I'll have to grab, I'm going to grab a book page right quick and just show you all just, you know, you're going to fold it like this on both sides. Fold it in. I'm just sort of doing this fast for demonstration purposes. Fold it back. Then fold it in again. On both sides, you know, and then you're going to measure however, you know, wide you want it. Then once you do that, I just folded it up. And then, you know, you're going to glue this part down. So now I have my little fold over here, which is going to make it much easier to get a tag in and out of. You don't have it so flat that, you know, it's like the pocket folders that, you know, you buy. So, I like that much better. And then, you know, I took some more stickers out of Antiquarian book and added that to it. And I think this little mushroom come out of there. And here's another one with, you know, this come out of the Antiquarian book. And here's another tag, which I just took almost like a piece of cardboard, but it wasn't cardboard. It was the from the magazine, the hard one. The can't think of the name of it right quick. But anyway, the thick magazine cover, and this covered it with this. You know, the same paper right here, just covered it. And put Antiquarian stickers on it. And these are Antiquarian. The butterfly was. And put my little tassel that probably come from another product. Here's another one. And I like the colors. Hers are more subdued, which, you know, I could have took the distressed ink and walnut and just kept going around till I got darker and darker. But some things I want to not be as dark. And I put this little tag on there. For purposes, I put it that way. But when, you know, I try to close the book, I can stick it on that way. So that the tassel will hang out the side. So, you know, by having that little Velcro thing in there, and they're just little Velcro squares. And, okay, and this one I had got me a pulley printer, and let me grab it. And it's one of these things, and, it's not the newest one, it's the one that, does the black and white. And I thought I would try it because really all I'm trying to get is the faces. So I thought, you know, if I got a big old printer and then printed out all these little faces on this big sheet of paper, I'd waste so much paper, waste so much ink. And after I got to seeing this the other day, I thought, well, that's about all I need. And then, you know, you can go on Pinterest and find any picture that you like. And, you know, once you get the picture you like, crop it, expand it. And, you know, it prints out pretty good. It's really just the face, but, I mean, I can cut the whole thing out. This one here had, I think some man was holding it with his fingers, but I had, you know, you can actually go around it with your finger if you want to erase part of it. But, I mean, you can make any size photo you like. Here's a little girl. Let me See if I can fold this out. Maybe I'll, well, I thought it'd be white on one side. But anyway, the little dress come out of the antiquarian book, and then the little face I got from the pulley printer. And added that to it, and that'll make a cute little layout. And I thought about doing maybe some like little people layouts in here like I did in here with these two. And then, you know, I added my bubbles. And the pulley printer will really, I'm telling you, this is how big it will print. Now, this was stitched together, and this is, I'm going to get a ruler here, 5.5 by 12. That was made from that pulley printer, but it printed this sheet, and this sheet, which it comes with one roll already. And, you know, this is the cheapest one there was, and it was like $100, and they had them on sale for $50. And I got an extra 10% off for signing up with that or something. And then it kind of made me mad, because then when I went to someone's video and was watching how to work the pulley printer, they had a 20% off discount. So, you know, be sure and do that. But, you know, I only paid $49 with a 10% discount. And so, I'm telling you, you can print documents. You know, if you want to print Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, all those, and put them in like a journal or, you know, your planner or what have you. But, you know, like I said, I printed a lot of little faces and stuff and cut those out. And that was about all I needed. But I'm telling you, you can go about as big as you want. I could have shrunk this down to where the face wasn't so big. But, I mean, it comes with right much paper. Far cheaper than, and this here is laser print, far cheaper than you using up ink. And I do like it. It is pretty dark. I like the contrast. It's not, and as big as this was, now don't be discouraged. Like, you might see it on your screen as looking grainy, but it won't come out grainy. I was really surprised. And this is the cheapest one that you can get. You can get the colorized one, which I didn't, or you can get colorized paper, which I didn't. You know, I mean, you can get light blue, pink, or whatever background, but I prefer mine to be black and white. Okay, so here's my next page I'm working on, and like I said, that, you know, I just put 3 pages together and 3 pages together. And then I've even went through, and after I've done maybe a couple of pages finished, I'll go through and cut out maybe 3 or 4 pages. And that way it won't be so thick that you can't even fold the pages. But, you know, just put your underpants down, as Lori Marie would call it. And then once I did that, like I said, I took my 12 by 12 sheets and glued those down. And actually, once you glue your underpants down, your page is still wet. But while it was wet, I just took the foamy brush that I glued everything down and went ahead, just squirted me some yellow acrylic paint on here and painted it yellow with the glue brush. I just, you know, put all my little underpants down. While it's still wet, throw me some yellow down. And while it was still wet, on top of the yellow paint, I put these down while it was still wet. And that way you don't have to use up so much glue. And then I went back over them with the brush that still had the yellow in it. And then I just took my cutter here and cut out some circles and threw those on. And then I got thinking, instead of making another page, I think I may want to make like a frame. So I think I'm going to repeat this process. I'm going to go over this one with the underpants and do the yellow again. And then I'm going to have to go over here and do the same thing with the yellow again. So then I'll have this a yellow page and this a yellow page, and then I think I'm going to cut the center out of this one and the center out of this one, and I think make like a frame that goes around this page and this page. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I put the underpants on the next page after, but I really don't have to paint this yellow because this is going to be my frame. So I'm going to paint the edge brown, and I'm going to take out the middle, so I don't have to paint this one yellow. But here's the next one, and I've already put the sheets of little paper all the way down on this one, so it's still wet. I'm going to take this cadmium yellow and go ahead and just squirt me a little on there. While it's still wet, it's not going to make any difference. It's nothing that you need to dry. I think I do need to put that over there. Notice the paper wasn't sticking here either. And sometimes I'll even go back if some of the squares have a really bad hump in them. I'll even take my blade over there and X-Acto knife, and I'll just, you know, cut right down. And if it's got a big bubble there, I'll, you know, after it dries and I can't get to it, I'll just go ahead and slit it. Okay, so I go ahead. I guess it won't matter. I had used these, but I think I may use these, and I may use both. I don't think that matters much either. So, and I'm just going to lay these down. And you know, the brush here still has yellow in it, which that's all the better. And it doesn't really matter, but I'm covering up probably 90%, but I do want the book page to kind of shine through. But you don't know which part is going to be shining through, but you know, I do want it to be thick. And plus, this just adds another element. This is a good way to, you know, use up your, see, like here's even another. I probably have 5 or 6 different, 12 of 12 sheets laying over here. Good way to use up your scrap paper. The word I was looking for. Now I'm trying to find more of it, but anyway, here's something totally different. You know, while everything is still sticky and tacky, and might as well just let it draw together. I think I'll add some more. I think it had like a vintage car motif. kind of like the mark making thing, but with your paper. And I just like the thickness that it gives it, and you know. See, I think we'll add one more right here. Okay, I think we'll let this dry. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I've added a little bit of that ochre, a little bit of black. And this page here is going to be my frame. And really all I'm doing is painting the edge. Because the middle part will be cut off. Okay, I have to think of some really cool name to call this book. I sort of want to think of a word that I really like, but then translate it into French or Spanish or what have you, and you know, a word that describes my book. I was kind of looking for a word that kind of described like being in a dream. And, you know, just the things you dream up in your head. Or a word that means dreaming in your head. And that's what I want to call my book. Unless I change my mind. I just want a really cool name or whatever, but... Okay. I think I want a little more yellow. I could have squirted that on the edge. I'm going to blend that out after I move it around. I don't want it to be all streaky looking. I want it to be... See, I don't like that streak. Maybe we'll just go ahead and tamp it all the way around and give it a textured look. Okay, I think that's really a cool effect. Okay, so we'll let this dry and I'll be right. Okay, guys, so here we are back. And this here is the part that, let me take my images back off. This here's the part that I got to cut out. And I was going to cut it out completely, but I thought of something different. And I'm going to paint on it a little bit and see if we can't come up with something different. So I have to kind of concentrate, so I'll just put this part to music.